Hi there, welcome back to Great Tastes of Manitoba. Ben Rush, Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries. We had a lot of fun with international flavors. I know you've got something great for us to sip on. We'll get to that in a second. Susan Reese, we fired up the grill with Manitoba pork. Walk us through what we did today.
Sure. We started off with an Asian-Mexican fusion recipe, our grilled Korean bulgogi pork tacos that were topped with a delicious coleslaw mixture. And then for our second recipe, we moved on to stuffed Caprese meatballs with the charred cherry tomatoes. Those flavors of the basil, the mozzarella, and the tomato really play well together. And then for our last recipe, we fired up the grill again with pineapple and rum glazed pork chops and a grilled pineapple salsa. Yummy and rummy.
The recipes for this show and the complete series of Great Tastes are available on the GreatTastesMB.ca website. And one recipe from today's show will be in the classified section of the Winnipeg Free Press.
All right, Ben, we have a couple things here. What did you come up with?
Well, you guys took me on a huge international tour of a lot of complex flavors. You didn't make it easy for me, but I certainly had fun, and I brought my passport to fun along with this. So to start out with the pork taco bulgogi, I decided to match it up with Angel's Gate Seuss Reserve Riesling. And a lot of people are thinking, what's a Seuss Reserve? What does that mean?
Ben, what is a Seuss Reserve? What is that?
Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd ask. A Seuss Reserve is when you're making a wine and you set aside some of the unfermented grape juice, which is really quite sweet, and you add it to after the majority of the wine is already fermented. So what it does is just adds a wisp of sweetness and a ton of fruit. So I thought that would play nicely with the highly complex flavors of the pork tacos, because you've got a lot of things going on in there. With that, we decided to move on to the Caprese meatballs, and with that, we've paired it with the Sleeman's Honey Brown Lager. So it's got a nice copper color, and I didn't want to go too complex with the beer flavors. I wanted the meatballs to basically be the star of the show. So the cool thing about this Honey Brown Lager is they add just a tiny bit of clover honey to it, which just adds to the character of it and plays nicely with the flavors of the meatball. Lastly, for the pineapple pork chops, we've added the Fat Bastard Gascony Sauvignon Blanc.
The first one was so pretty, and this one not so pretty.
Very cheeky name. Very good wine, though. Okay. The nice thing is that unlike a lot of New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs, this one is actually quite restrained in its flavors, and again, it lets the pork chops take the center stage with the flavors kind of thing. So it's a refresher, a palate cleanser, and it's got all the subtlety and nuances that you'd expect from a Sauvignon Blanc, but at the same time allowing the pork chops to be front and center.
Well, thank you very much, Ben. You worked so very hard today. You worked very hard today. Our first episode back, season 27 of Great Tastes of Manitoba. We've got big things coming. We hope you'll come back next Saturday night right here on Great Tastes of Manitoba.
Great Tastes of Manitoba is presented by Manitoba Liquor Mart. Great Tastes is brought to you by GreatTastesMB.ca. Local farms, local foods. Great Taste is sponsored by Manitoba Agriculture. Promotional consideration is provided by the Winnipeg Free Press. We're there for you. Wardrobe provided by Loca Boutique. Filmed on location at Grant Park Shopping Center. Great Taste is produced in cooperation with participating Manitoba Commodities, Manitoba Agriculture, and Manitoba Liquor Mart. Great Taste is produced by Frank Digital.